Hello, Joe here from Infiniti of Tacoma. Today I'm going to tell you about this lovely 2020 Nissan Leaf SV that we have for sale. It's Nissan's battery electric vehicle, completely 100% electric. Fantastic vehicle. The Leaf has been out, I think since 2011. 2018 it went through a redesign. I'm pretty sure it was 2018. I gotta check my math here, but I'm pretty sure 2018 complete redesign on the Leaf. 2020 is an excellent year. This one only has 10,702 miles. It's a local Clean Carfax vehicle. When fully charged, you have a range of about 150 miles. You also have the opportunity to fast charge. There's DC fast charging popping up all over the place. There's destination charging, a lot of parking garages, locations with high traffic are having EV chargers pop up. There's ChargePoint, Blink, Electrify America. And of course, your house can be the gas station. You can charge at home. I have an EV myself. I have a Tesla Model 3 Standard Range Plus. I don't drive a ton. I drive about maybe 30 miles a day, if that. So for me, I actually really don't need much fast charging. I can just charge my Tesla with a 110 outlet, just a regular 3-prong house outlet, and that pretty much provides all the electricity I need for my daily use. If I do need additional electricity, if I'm on a road trip or something like that, I can go to the DC fast charging. So really, electric car ownership is easier and more accessible than ever with the Leaf. This one's very nicely equipped with features. So this one has some optional equipment on it. The base MSRP was $34,190, but this one has a few extra things on it. It has the splash guards, that was $200. We have the SV technology package. That was a $2,000 package, giving you the Pro Pilot system that gives you steering assist and adaptive cruise control with a full speed range and hold. You get an 8-way power driver's seat with 2-way lumbar, auto dimming inside mirrors, universal garage door opener, LED headlights and LED signature daytime running lights. And then you get a portable charge cable, intelligent around view monitor, intelligent driver alertness, and electronic parking brake. Then we have the Svl Weather Package. That was $900, giving you front heated seats, heated steering wheel, heated outside mirrors, rear heater ducts, and a hybrid heater. So there you have it. Of course, we can print out a copy or email it to you if you want to peruse this yourself. Nice upscale cloth interior, very comfortable. I'm 6'2", even though the Leaf is a compact vehicle. I'm very comfortable up here. Electronic parking brake. It's pretty easy to use. And I guess this might be a good segue. Obviously, Teslas, I own a Tesla, are very popular EVs. But not everyone is crazy about Teslas. There is a little bit of a learning curve where you just basically have one screen where, the majority of the functionality is handled. Some people don't like that. Some people want an EV, but they want an EV that's kind of similar to what they're used to driving. And that's, where the Leaf comes in. You have an on and off switch. Teslas don't have an on and off switch. That can confuse people. And then for a gear selector, it's pretty simple. You have this, you slide it back to put it in drive. And then you put it forward up there to put it in reverse. Then we have a drive mode selector, that's eco mode. So that will calibrate the vehicle to be as fuel efficient as possible. I'll probably, lower the workload on the climate control system. Probably will make the throttle less sensitive so you don't use too much power. So that's what that one does. And this is a button for the EcoPedal. The EcoPedal is regenerative braking. Not everyone is crazy about regenerative braking. What regenerative braking does, it reverses the polarity of the electric motor. So when the vehicle starts to slow down, by reversing the polarity of the electric motor, it's able to take the rotation of the wheels, capture that energy through regenerative braking, and put it back in the battery. So you can save that kinetic energy you normally lose through heat through the brakes, and you can put that back in the battery. The EcoPedal makes that regenerative braking a lot more aggressive. So pretty much you can drive with, you don't really need to use the brake pedal. The regenerative braking is so effective that you can modulate just the accelerator pedal, and you can control the acceleration and deacceleration of the car by modulating that pedal. So it allows for pretty much one pedal driving unless you need to do emergency braking. But the nice thing about regenerative braking too is that's going to save you money on brakes. Brakes will probably need to be done on this vehicle with the regenerative braking probably well past 100,000 miles. That's usually the case of electric vehicles and hybrids because of the regenerative braking. the actual brakes aren't used that much, so they last a lot longer. And that's the other thing that people don't always see when buying an EV. EVs aren't just going to save you money on gas, because, you know, especially in Washington, the electricity, what it costs to charge your vehicle versus putting gas in it is a lot cheaper. But you're also going to save money through maintenance. You know, electric vehicles are a lot less complex. You don't have engines with thousands of moving parts. You're going from something with thousands of moving parts to dozens. So, you know, there's no spark plugs, no oils, no differentials, services with oil. The transmission is only one gear, so the transmissions are very simple. It's very rare you see a transmission go bad in a EV just because it has one gear versus, you know, some transmissions have 10 speeds. So things are a lot less complex. You don't have complex emission systems. You don't have catalytic converters that can go bad or that people can steal. You don't have to do EFI or induction services because of carbon buildup in your engine. All those things cost money and it can be expensive. It all adds up. So with the money you save on gas and the money you save on maintenance, it can be a pretty big difference going from a gas vehicle to an electric vehicle. You can save a lot of money. All right, so we have a nice flat bottom steering wheel, very familiar steering wheel you find in other Nissan products. This is your button to activate your Pro Pilot settings. So the Pro Pilot's really nice. Steering assist keeps you centered in your highway. It can follow gentle bends on the highway. It's not going to be able to take care of hairpin corners, but for the highway, being able to keep itself centered in the highway following gentle bends, that combined with the adaptive cruise control that moves with the flow of traffic all the way to a complete stop, that, you know, makes the car semi, you know, self-driving. It's not gonna, it's gonna want you to keep your hand on the wheel. It monitors that. If you take your hand off the wheel, it's gonna tell you to put it back on, or it will deactivate the system. But just as long as you keep your hand on the wheel, moving along on the highway, you know, you're just in supervisor mode. You're supervising the situation. The car's doing the work for you, and I can't tell you how much of a difference that makes. I kind of get, you know, I love driving, but I get stressed out driving on the highway, especially at night and stuff like that. It's not fun for me. I have fun driving on beautiful, you know, sparse roads with not a lot of drivers, beautiful scenery. That's relaxing for me. Driving in stop and go traffic is just the opposite. So having those systems, my Tesla has a similar system, autopilot. I can't tell you how much happier it makes me. I'm spoiled. I'm spoiled by these systems. Now, if I need to go on a highway at all, for any amount of distance, I'm taking a vehicle that has either, you know, a Tesla with autopilot or a vehicle that has a similar ADAS system, or what we call advanced driver's assistance system, like the Pro Pilot we have on this Nissan Leaf. Very nice looking vehicle, very spacious being a hatchback, and it's just pleasant to drive. You know, it's not a hot rod, but you'll be pleasantly surprised by the acceleration that you get from this Nissan Leaf. It's very torquey. You know, you get instant response. There's no downshifting. The engine doesn't have to think about when you do it. Once you know, give it some throttle, this thing just takes right off. It's actually pretty fun to drive. We have complimentary delivery to Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. We can put this in our car hauler. We can tow it to you. So for our mobile delivery service, this beautiful Leaf can be all yours without leaving your neighborhood. And we have a charging cable right here. This charging cable has an adapter, so you can either, you know, charge it with a regular 110 outlet. That'll probably add about 3 or 4 miles of range per hour. For someone who drives maybe 20-30 miles a day like me, that should be fine. But if you do drive more, you can set up charging for a 220 service. There's an adapter, and that will probably add about 15-20 miles of range per hour. So most people will be able to get a full charge overnight. It's like having an electric toothbrush. When you're done with it, you put it on its charger, and then the next day when you're ready to use it, you have a full charge. Just like this Nissan Leaf. Even though the range is only 150 miles, most people don't drive more than 100 miles a day. You know, you go home, you plug it in, your house is like the gas station, you wake up the next morning and you have a full tank of electricity. It's great. I don't know, I can't remember the last time I've been to a gas station. It's really nice, you know, waking up every morning, having a full charge, and it's just great. it was an easy transition for me to go to an EV. I do have some gas vehicles, so even more so if you do have a few gas vehicles that you want to keep for long, road trips or, dump runs like a big SUV, or, going to Walmart or hauling your kids around, going to Home Depot. This makes a great everyday commuter vehicle where you can use your gas vehicle a lot less, and for things that it's, that are more necessary that the Leaf can't do. So this can be a great, only vehicle for some people, or this can complement your current fleet of vehicles, allowing you to save money on gas and maintenance and drive your gas vehicles less and use this as your daily commuter. That's what we do of our Tesla, and so far it's worked awesome. Thanks so much for watching the video. Hope to see you soon, and have a wonderful day.